Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Streaming the stars soon. Streaming the stars soon. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey, hey, hey. It's 11:45 a.m. later on in the morning. This is Belle Collective Season 7, Episode 7. Rumor got back. And this is your girl getting jazzy with Jazz TV. Okay. And I'm gonna tell y'all what we starting with. We starting with Carrie, and she talking about the baby rumor with her, the baby rumor that she got from her husband Matt. Okay. And Letitia said that she also heard about the rumor. It's like a little montage. And then whereas my Latrice, poor Latrice, she said that she didn't even hear nothing about the rumor. And I'm like, girl, okay, all right. You ain't hear nothing about the rumor. Okay. Okay. All right. And Latrice, I mean, I know for a fact that Latrice always had her ears to the streets and all that. And if she didn't hear about the rumor, then it must not be that big. Okay. And Selena says that she also heard about the rumor because Mike told her about it. And I'm like, good job, Mike. Good job. Good job. Tell your woman before anybody else she find out from anybody else. Okay. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it, by the way. Okay. Uh-huh. And then we finna go ahead and this up in the bud. So how it started was Glenn and Matt and Mike, they all was hanging out. Then Glenn took a picture. And then when Glenn took the picture, then in the comment section, somebody got in the comments, a girl got in the comments, right? And she just pointed out Mike and she said that Mike is her child's father. And everybody know that Mike is Selena's fiance. And if you didn't know that girl, then you know exactly who Selena is. And Selena was on Bring It. And then her kids are Sanjay and Star, the twins. And then her ex-husband is JJ. And I know y'all didn't watch Bring It. So y'all know exactly who Selena is. And the reason is because everybody know who Selena is. She's sweet. Like she's very, very sweet. I know for a fact. Okay. And it's like, that is, I mean, the woman sitting up there saying that Mike is her child's father, bullshit. Okay. And then that's how it was told per Letitia, a thirsty woman. Okay. And she knew, it's like a thirsty woman knew about Selena, right? And then Letitia, all this stuff just be getting mixed up and all this stuff. So you see how it just went from this person heard about it, this person heard about it, this person heard about it, but one person didn't hear about it. And then the person that it was about heard about it by way of her fiance. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Okay. And I believe Mike. And then Selena says, if the women knew, now get this, if the women knew prior, a year prior about this rumor and all that stuff, why is it just coming out in a collective? Why it didn't come out pretty much last season? And I can tell you why, Selena. It's because it's thirsty, unhappy women in this circle and nobody is happy for you because they're not even happy in their own relationships. They're not even happy in their own marriages. Only person that I can say gracefully that's happy in their relationship is Latrice, because and then Tambra, because they got something going on. And then I don't know about Marie. We know Marie ain't. And then we also know Letitia not. Okay, gracefully next. Okay. Because I just want Selena just to keep her positive energy. And then I just want her to go ahead and just let it go. And then be happy, be merry. And I understand it's a happy time for you. But just go ahead, girl. Be happy and be merry, okay? Gracefully next, okay? And Letitia, she looks at a place for her focus group, right? And then while talking to Donald and Ashley about it, then she FaceTimes first and she lets him know that she's putting him on a leave of absence. And my whole thing is he didn't do shit. He didn't do a good goddamn thing for him to be put on a leave of absence. And the thing with that is, sorry y'all. Sorry y'all. The thing with that is, she gonna let her husband mess up her bag. She gonna let her husband mess up the money, her money. She gonna let her husband mess up everything because Glenn don't have shit to lose. He really don't. And he don't know nothing. And he don't know how to talk to nobody. And then every time that she has something good going on, so we think. Every time that she has something good going on, then he just comes and then he will just mess it up for her. And my whole thing is, okay, Letitia, whatever, girl. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Because the thing about it is with her, if you want to keep Glenn and all that, then what you need to do, my girl, is go ahead and, do something about it. But we gonna see why she don't do nothing about it. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because I'm gonna tell y'all in a second. I'm getting going ahead, y'all. And gracefully next, okay? Cause she ain't gonna never had nothing on her own. And then she FaceTime first and tells him that she's putting him on a leave of absence. And again, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. Her issue, the issue that she's having, and the issue that's, deflecting like on her career, if you want to say, then it's in her household. Glenn gonna always be the problem. And she ain't gonna do nothing about it. So we just gonna have to let her just go on. Okay? It's not the ladies, it's the man in her household. Gracefully next. Then Carrie meets with Latrice at Taste. And then she addresses Carrie about, throwing Cliff in the situation, right? And then she just stated facts of what happened. She honestly didn't do nothing. Carrie didn't do nothing. I had to look at it a different way on this episode. She didn't do nothing. So, Latrice, now hold on now. Hold up. Did nobody put Cliff in it? Okay, she just was repeating. Carrie was just repeating what her husband said and all that. And then Carrie also told her that she didn't mean no disrespect, or she didn't mean, nothing by it, and she wasn't trying to be messy. And again, it wasn't Carrie's fault at all this time. And then Carrie says that, she apologizes and Latrice accepts her apology. And then she just put the rundown and she said she really didn't mean it. Carrie was sincere. She definitely was sincere. Right? Gracefully next, okay? And then we get to Tambra and Latrice, and they're meeting after 4 years. And they were supposed to be having a meeting by themselves, right? Finally. Then all of a sudden, Shantae shows up saying that Letitia and Glenn ain't even together, just wanted to get a baby due to their age and all that stuff. And then she also said that Letitia has a boyfriend, and she heard this from a man that used to work at a station where she works at now. hmm And it's like, how in the hell did Shantae get that information? And it's like, of all people to relay the information. Then Tambra said, well, since we talking about rumors, I heard that this is an open relationship with you and Glenn, Letitia. I heard that y'all got an open relationship. And she said that y'all be having threesomes with Glenn and all that stuff, and it's just a thing of Glenn can do what he want to do as long as he bring the girl to you, and you approve of the girl. Can y'all see that? I know for a fact I definitely can, and it's making sense. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, it makes sense, y'all. It makes a lot of sense. And then, she is, doing that, I believe. I believe that that's what they doing. They having threesomes up over there. And that's why she don't be giving a good goddamn about what the hell be going on. And that's why she don't be looking shocked. That's why I don't know. But that's why when stuff be happening, all that stuff now it makes sense. And then it's like it all makes sense, like I said. And she got to be included, like I said, as long as she included, then it is all good to the good to her. All right, Gracefully next. I'm not shocked at all. I hope y'all ain't shocked. Make sure y'all put in the comments if y'all shocked about what I just said and what was relayed on the show. Gracefully next. And then Selena and Mike, they go to do some yoga and then talk about the rumor mill. And, there wasn't a whole long scene between them. And then she talks to Mike and she asks him, why now? When she is planning her wedding. And I'm like, it happens, girl. It happens, girl. Especially when you in that, and when you in the collective, and them women, nothing but one person ain't got nothing to lose, and then she'll beat your ass too. Hey, Latrice, you got something to lose. I guess Carrie do too, but Marie don't, and Letitia don't. Everybody else, they got stuff to lose. All right. Gracefully next. And then Letitia, this the last thing, y'all. Letitia and her focus group. Letitia's at her focus group, right? She found somewhere to do her focus group, right? And then Selena asked the group, who brought the rumor to the front? She needs to let it go, but I understand. I get it, Selena. You want to know. So she brought the rumor to the front, right? To ask. And then Cliff felt listen, y'all. Cliff felt like that Marie brought it up because she was gossiping at Carrie's event. There you go, Marie. Miss Ma. When she be batting her eyes and all that stuff. At Carrie's event, y'all. Then that's why it circulated back to Matt by Cliff. And he felt like Marie was being messy doing that, bringing all that mess up and stuff. And I'm like, but men just be just as messy, though. Hey, Cliff, you just as messy, baby. Then Tamara bringing up, what Shantae talked to her about Glenn and Letitia. But Latrice says that if anything comes up, let it just stay between us, the Bells. We don't need nobody that's outside. Outside noise, right? She said, we don't need no outside noise. She don't need the outside noise and all that. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. And then I just say this with Selena again. Girl, be happy. Please be happy. Okay? Be happy, girl, and be in marital bliss when y'all's wedding happens, okay? And Tambra, like I said, mm, 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 mm. It should, only come from now. This is what Latrice said. She said this information should only come from a Belle as well until Marie says that you saying Shantae is so you saying that Shantae is outside noise? And then why Shantae gonna say? Shantae says she say Shantae is Shantae. And I'm like, oh, this bitch done got smart. Okay. Pipe down, pipe down, pipe down. And it's like, she said, no one outside of the Bells should be bringing up nothing. Okay. Point period, point blank. Okay, y'all. Gracefully next. And next, comment and subscribe to be a part of the Jazzy family. And this is Getting Jazzy with Jazz TV. And this was my video for y'all for Belle Collective Season 7, Episode 7, Rumor Got Back. All right. I hope y'all have a blessed Saturday. And I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. And I'm getting this uploaded for y'all as we speak. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.